We shall start this show with a 10-bell salute in memory of Bobby the Brain Heenan.
There's not a moment to spare. It's quite a drop from the top. So how you feeling down there? It's a cold, cruel, harsh reality. Caught, stuck here with your enemies. Who do you think you are? Tearing us all apart. Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yeah, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. Something that you just couldn't stop. You turn the ones that you love into the angriest mob. And the one last wish is that you pay for it. And there's no way you're getting out of this. Who do you think you are? Tearing us all apart. Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yeah, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, but you get nothing from me. But enemies, enemies, enemies. Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yeah, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, you get nothing from me. But enemies, enemies, enemies.
If you smell what the rock is cooking. I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me. You got protection, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. I have a voice that has the knowledge and the power to your fate. I hear voices crying, I see heroes dying.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Wrestling Talk Show with Wwe Jones, and we are back with our regular setup today after the tragic passing of Bobby the Brain King, and we are here to discuss the Raw exclusive pay-per-view, No Mercy. Which will take place this Sunday on the WWE Network. Now, we have 7 matches to run through here, so we shall get underway with one match in which I sincerely hope that they have reinforced the ring for. Because this will be the reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion Brock Lesnar defending the Universal Championship against the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman. Yes, we would hope the ring would be reinforced. However, it is also hoped that Brock Lesnar can find a way to win this match, because as we saw at SummerSlam, and as we've seen over the past few weeks on Raw, Braun Strowman has manhandled, or should we say monster-handled, the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar, and it would appear that Suplex City is going to be null and void in this match, as just last Monday night on Raw, Lesnar attempted a German suplex on Strowman, and Strowman said, "Oh no you don't," and stood straight back up.
Yep, exactly. No one has ever done Strowman.
The only logical reason for Lesnar to win this match would possibly be what he did against Big Show a few years ago and go dirty and beat up Strowman with a chair or something before the match gets underway.
Or does Braun Strowman opt to handle Brock Lesnar once again and win his first single championship in the WWE?
The question to that will be answered this Sunday. Next we have a singles match between arguably 2 of the biggest names and the biggest crowd reactions in WWE. They are the so-called Superman, John Cena,
and this match all over the place.
yes, this match has become personal in quite a way because they've been cutting promos on each other over the past few weeks. They haven't gotten physical yet, just promos, and what the Barrio Roman Reigns has put himself in when it comes to promos. First of all, we get to the contract signing. In which, in a brilliant line, when it appeared that Roman Reigns had forgotten his words, we simply had John Cena say, "It's called a promo. If you want to be a big dog, you gotta learn how to do it." Breaking the fourth wall of WWE.
Strike away,
We've also had Roman Reigns shooting on promos like a few years ago during the rivalry between John Cena and The Rock, when Cena said he would never become a part-timer and walk out to do movies, just like The Rock has, and yet here he is.
Yet here you are.
However, the result of this match has become very touch and go over the past few weeks because of a certain line said by John Cena, which was, "Listen very carefully, young man. I'm not the Undertaker. I'm not some old dude at the end of his career with a bad hip."
Cena even said, "Consider me a drunk mate."
Consider Cena a drug test, but also consider that The Undertaker is not done yet. And what's that old saying we used to hear from time to time and still hear? One more match.
Most, I think, the one more match is most certainly hard, but not really called winner John Cena and Reigns.
But also, yeah, and don't be surprised if The Undertaker shows up. But then again, Undertaker could show up at Raw's next exclusive pay-per-view slightly later into October. And what better way for The Undertaker to have his last match at the very pay-per-view he made his first appearance, which would be Survivor Series. Now next, we move on to a SummerSlam rematch, when the new Raw Tag Team Champions of 2/3 of the Shield, in Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, will defend against former champions Cesaro and Sheamus.
Now, I'd like to see the Shield retain, but also one little thing that Cesaro and Sheamus should take from the match: don't put Dean Ambrose in Earth.
Yes, we found out on Raw what happens there, but this has several factors to it. I mean, do we go down the whole thing with the Shield keep the titles, or Reigns and Ambrose? So Rollins and Ambrose, not Reigns and Ambrose, keep the titles for a bit? Or does one of them turn on the other and we go back to that rivalry?
Who knows? Again, that question will be answered Sunday inside the Staples Center.
Next we have yet another rematch from SummerSlam, in which Finn Balor will take on Bray Wyatt.
Yes, run around. Finn Balor will bring out demons again.
To be perfectly honest, I don't know why they're doing this match again. So we shall just move swiftly on.
Yes, no storyline connection, no nothing. Just put it there. Just a little bit of time or something.
Next we have Neville, who regained the Cruiserweight Championship at SummerSlam, defending against none other than Enzo Amore. Yes, after SummerSlam, Enzo was moved over to the Cruiserweight division, and in a couple of weeks we had a fatal 5-way elimination match between Cedric Alexander, Gan Metallic,
Who got a match by Neville.
Enzo Amore,
How you doing?
Tony Nese,
Okay.
and the Brian Kendrick.
Who is a former cruiserweight champion in his own right.
Now, this match was going all the way. Cedric Alexander dominated this match until Enzo creeped into the ring, pulled the dice, and was able to pick up the 3 count on Cedric Alexander, making him the #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship. He has since been on a beating by Braun Strowman.
Yeah, literally. Enzo Strowman.
After which Neville came out and gave him the red arrow. Last night on 205 Live, however, he gave Neville a low blow. Now, is Enzo going to win the Cruiserweight Championship? It would be interesting, but personally I don't see it happening. Or at least happening yet. Next we go on to a match which has, shall we say, a complicated situation to it. A week after SummerSlam, Alexa Bliss defeated Sasha Banks to once again become Raw Women's Champion, maintaining the status that Sasha Banks has never successfully defended the Raw Women's Championship. Wait, I'll get to that in a second. So, Sasha Banks issues her rematch clause for No Mercy. However, Nia Jax and Emma won a tag team match to insert themselves into this championship match, making it a fatal 4-way for the Raw Women's Championship. However, we are not done there, because, as people may know, the original Women's Championship match that was billed for SummerSlam was Alexa Bliss versus Bayley, until Bayley injured her shoulder in a match with Nia Jax. This past Monday, we had a match between Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. After the match, Sasha Banks got involved, and it looked like Nia Jax was going to go after her when Bayley's music hit and she came out in her hometown. Then it got turned into a 3-on-1 situation versus Nia Jax. After that, there was a brief altercation between Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss when Banks attacked her. Then she turned into a Bayley to Bayley, which marked Bayley's return, and also announced was the fact that Bayley would be added to the Raw Women's Championship match, meaning that the match at No Mercy will be Alexa Bliss defending against Sasha Banks, Bayley, Nia Jax, and Emma in a fatal 5-way match.
Question is, which does title change hands? Either Bayley, Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, or Emma, or does it stay with Alexa Bliss?
And remember, this does not favour Alexa Bliss whatsoever, because she does not need to be involved in the decision to lose the championship, something we have seen happen multiple times in these multi-person matches. Side note, by the way, a fatal 5-way match will be one of the new match types added to WWE 2K18. Now, the last match on the card, or at least confirmed on the card, is a match which has been building ever since Jason Jordan moved over to Raw as Kurt Angle's son.
Yeah.
This will be The Miz defending the Intercontinental Championship against Jason Jordan, following a 6-pack challenge match between Jason Jordan, both members of the Mr. Lads, Elias Sampson, and the Hardy Boys. Now, Jeff Hardy had led the had an Intercontinental Championship match like 2 weeks earlier, and of course he is a former Intercontinental Champion, but he needs to be in the tag team division at the minute with Matt Hardy, so he wasn't going to win this match. Neither Hardys were. Elias Sampson, I don't know what the heck they're trying to do with him. And of course, you weren't going to have any members of a Mr. Lads win it, so that left Jason Jordan. And with the news that Maurice is expecting her first child with a Miz, you would think that sometime over the next couple of months that he would be taking some time off. which means that The Miz would have to lose the Intercontinental Championship anyway. And it is rather fitting that Jason Jordan is in this match, because I seem to remember the Intercontinental Championship being one of the first singles championships that Kurt Angle won.
That is correct. Kurt Angle's first title reign was the Intercontinental Championship.
Actually, I believe it was the European Championship.
Well, it's one of the many.
It was one of them, because at one time he held both at the same time.
Correct. Does it? Mercy pre-show.
Yes, that does it for No Mercy. Remember, No Mercy takes place this Sunday on the WWE Network for $9.99 at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, which was home of SummerSlam for goodness knows how many years.
Taking account that the crowd inside the Staples Center will be a bit of a mix.
Also, if you sign up now, you will get your free month, which will also include SmackDown's exclusive pay-per-view, which is turning out to be quite interesting. Hell in a Cell.
You do mean very interesting.
But that's a show for a different week. Until then, he's been,
John Smith.
and I've been Lisa Rock Jones. Join us next week when we will bring you our reactions to No Mercy.